Welcome to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of Hitman Absolution. I'm your walkthrough master, Lord Fussington, and in today's video I will be walking you through mission number 9, Shaving Lenny, where I will achieve the rank of Silent Assassin with 721,650 points, because that's just how good I am. I'm shit. There are 2 areas. Both of them will be done on Purist. Suit only, and all the evidence will be collected. That's just how I roll, with the bitches in the back. This is a cutscene, although I'm skipping it, so I will skip it when I can. They force you to watch a little bit, and it's also a loading screen in some ways. You can see the bottom left. That's like the loading symbol, or one of the 2 loading symbols in this game. That's the one purely for I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not really important. Let's talk about mission number 9, Shaving Lenny, because that's what we're doing. I find the Streets of Hope quite easy. Suit only. However, the Barbershop is tricky, rather difficult, and you have to use several kind of unconventional tactics to get through it. But anyway, so you hit the radio, turn it on, that'll distract the cashier. When she passes, sneak by. The cop on your right will not see you, and go up here, pick up the bottle, and walk here. Okay, so this is where the first target will... This is the first target's office, I suppose. So that's Victoria. She's not the target. Or, well, I guess she's sort of a target because you have to save her, but she's not like a target you're going to assassinate. He was a target once upon a time. That's for veteran Hitman players, or just... So we saw for target number 1 and 3 over there. That's target number 2. The reason they have numbers is just the order in which I'm going to kill them. You want to get the remote explosive. Well, if you're going to do the mission like I do the mission, I use the explosive as a distraction, though, not to... All of the targets are killed with fibre wire, except for one. I push them into the... I think it's an oil tank, or just a pool of oil, and that's also, it's a signature kill. It's silent, and it's the equivalent of fibre wiring, so it gives you the best points, the best score you can get. Okay, so wait for him to come up here, fibre wire him, and then hide his body in the closet. You can also, if you want to do the accident kill thing, mind you, this isn't silent, and the cashier will run up afterwards. You can open up the oven. I think he throws a cigarette or something. They all smoke, and they all... it's always one of those ways to kill them, I guess. And he'll blow himself up. He just sort of facilitated that. So this is pretty easy to get out. And now we go to target number 2. It's a little tricky here, to be honest. You've got to get the timing right. Actually, I think this was probably... So there's 2 bricks on the ground here. So pick up the first one. And you want to sort of make sure that guy on the top right corner walks away. Now, your 47 has to be facing in the direction he's facing now for you to be able to look on your left. Okay, so where that guy was that I was just talking about. So make sure you're facing in the right direction so that you can see all the way down that sort of backyard area, right? Also, make sure you can aim the brick properly, because the cop can sort of block it at times if you're not in the perfect position. So just make sure your shot is going to to hit whatever you wanted to hit. I usually aim for the top of the green car or the wheel of the red car. So now you can see our second target walking towards us. The timing here is that you want to wait until he passes that guy that's working on the tire, the mechanic. So when he gets a little bit shadowed, that's when you want to get ready to throw. So just aim it. So I aimed at the wheel, then quickly grab the second brick, get off the wall, throw the brick there, get back on the wall. You have to be on the wall when that guy turns, or he'll still catch you. Also, don't be too close to the door, or the target will see you. So now you have this kind of small window to push this guy over, because that cop over there that we're facing right now is going to turn around momentarily. There you go. So you've got to be quick, and now it's fine. So run down here, last target. Took a while to figure out where I wanted to kill him, because like you can wait for him to go. Anyway, there are several guard patrols that would interfere with where I wanted to kill him in the kitchen, or the cafeteria or whatever it is. And actually, I think it's more like a kitchen. I don't know. It's adjacent to the kind of office area, the room adjacent to the office. By the way, it's when the mechanic drops a cigarette and turns around to walk away. That's when you should hit the car. Sometimes, if he just drops a cigarette and I hit the car, he just stays there forever. He just keeps looking in this direction and never turns around. Make sure both of the mechanics have turned around before you walk up. So I found this spot to be the best. It's isolated as well. It's just, I don't know, I didn't quite like it because I guess it's because I was trying to do it from the closet rather than here. If you use this as cover, which I figured wasn't the greatest cover because there are holes in it, but I forget that this isn't exactly a realistic game. So this actually works. He can't see your bald head. But anyway. And then when he gets to the end of, so when he just starts turning around, that's when you want to strangle him and then hide his body in the closet. So it's a really easy way to get this kill. And you don't have to wait really. The longest waiting in, yeah, I guess you had to wait for the first two targets. There was a bit of waiting, but anyway. So pick up the gasoline can. Now you can see that door is open. A police officer just went in there and is now standing there. I'm checking to see the timing with the mechanic. I couldn't get it right for a while, but I think I've got it. But I ended up getting it right in this mission. So now we're just waiting for the police officer to pass by. Actually, if you look at the end, all the way at the end, you can see two people just crossed, and now the woman's walking or whatever, and the police officer will kind of be in sync with that woman, so you can time that. So this is where I originally wanted to kill target number 2, but didn't happen. It just takes too long, if anything. Okay, so go here. Make sure you're at the edge, the very edge of this desk. Throw this at the window. That'll distract them, and it's really easy to grab the evidence. Now, don't go too far forward here. Wait here until that guy passes, and then you go. But you have to sort of be a little bit quick. You don't want to wait too long. He's only caught me once, so you just have to wait about maybe 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds, and then you should be fine to go, because the cop will turn around. The cop now, I think it's the cop that turns around. One of the two will actually face you. The cop will be coming in this direction now. He'll probably be walking. Yeah, now he's probably walking through the office. So you've got to be quick here. Now this guy that's right in front of us, for whatever reason, he has a pretty good. His peripherals are amazing, basically. So I distract him. This was the first time I did it as well, because I just couldn't be bothered anymore to deal with him, because sometimes I'd get caught, sometimes someone else would catch me because I waited too long. So that's the easiest way to deal with him. Pick the lock, and done. So not that complicated. There's a little bit of timing involved, but it's fairly easy. This part, however, you can see I messed up. I messed up a couple of times. It's a very arbitrary mission. The reactions of everyone are arbitrary. So I throw that when that guy passes the tires, the stack of tires, then shoot over there. I find this the easiest method, or the most consistent method to get into this room. Now go here, and then quickly move here and run. The reason you run in that corner is so that you attract the target rather than anyone else. If you throw an item there, you will attract a guard. So running tends to attract the targets. So that's the method. It's kind of a necessity to use that. You'll also notice when I was walking in, right, and everyone was distracted. The reason it works with the guy walks in with sauce, right? He walks past the tires, then slams the sauce on the barbecue. I paused for a second because he will turn away from the door, but then he'll face the door. So you've got to time it right. So if you're a little bit quick, you're gonna have to pause. If you're a little bit slow, you're probably gonna get caught. So yeah, there's a little bit of timing there. So throw the ball there. That actually distracts him. Took me a while to figure it out. And he'll go upstairs. You want to don't throw the knife on the wall. Throw it just kind of away from the wall, and that'll distract everyone there. When the bald guy turns around, that's when you want to get here. Pick up the bottle. Just walk in a little bit, and then throw the ball over there. That'll distract the police officer in this room. So it took a long time to figure a lot of this out. I haven't seen anyone go through that room like I have yet. Everyone goes the other way around, which might be better, might not be. I've seen some people not have to do that, because I use it as a distraction. Whenever you use explosions in this game, the reactions of the guards are very arbitrary. Okay, so when Lenny passes the white column, you can see him walking now. That's when you detonate. So now, just look at the doorway, and you want to count 4 guards passing. So that's 1. It's still 1. 2, 3. Now you want to wait until that other guy passes. So that's the 4th. However, I think there was another guy this time around. Yeah, so this one was a weird one. It's just arbitrary. Usually it's 4. It's not always the same guy in front of the doorway. If the police officer's in front of the doorway, there's a chance that he'll catch you. This was actually pretty easy for me, because this time there weren't 2 people in the room, although even if there are, usually they don't see you. Actually, that guy that was second to last to walk down, he's got a cowboy hat on. Not him, the other guy. He can catch you sometimes if he's standing around over there. So you saw what I did, and I grabbed the evidence on the television. Don't go too close to the television, or the other guy might see you. But like I said, the explosions are arbitrary. I did it about 5 times on this recording, and every time I had a different set. I've had a different person in front of the doorway, I think. Actually, this is the first time he was there. There was a cop once. There was... So maybe about 4 times, to be honest. So, yeah. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. But if you keep doing this the same way, eventually it'll work out. And and most of the time, you won't get caught doing this, I don't think. I only find the police officer ever catches me because he tends to look down this corridor or look towards the evidence. He turns his head more than the others. That's all it is. And the only other guy that catches me is the guy with the cowboy hat. And he's even him, it's a little bit random. I think he's only caught me twice. The worst thing is if the guy in the black shirt, the last guy that passed with the sunglasses, if he keeps standing where he was before, which is at the kind of facing the evidence, you won't be able to get the evidence. So he's the worst of them all. But usually he moves. There was one run where he didn't, out of the 5 or 4 or whatever it was. Okay, now we're just waiting for Lenny to pass. Now the way to attract Lenny is to run between those 2 chairs. Well, there's 4 chairs. I think there's 4 chairs. It looks like 4. And that'll cause him to go over there and check him out. If you threw the ball or something, he would. I suggest putting your back against that wall. By the way, I didn't do it here. Once he caught me because I didn't. I don't know why I didn't put my back against the wall there, but whatever, it worked. Now, you want to move pretty quickly. Don't go too far out or the other guys will catch you. What also worked out really well there is that guard, the bald-headed guy, was passing. So when I was subduing Lenny, he stopped to face in that direction. Like if you look on expert, if you do it on expert first, you'll see he does that. If you don't get him distracted while you're doing that, or like have him pause, he might catch you because he'll just keep walking and he'll see you doing it. Okay, so that's another tricky part that has to do with a little bit of timing, but also a little bit of luck. So this mission is overall just really annoying because some things aren't predictable, and the one thing about patterns is they're meant to be predictable, but they aren't. Some people start by shooting the gasoline can also, which I find really annoying, in that all of the guard, sometimes the guard just catches you because he's walking back to his spot really early. It's just annoying. Okay, well, that's it though. So the next mission is mission number 10, End of the Road, where oh yeah, End of the Road, so that's with Lenny. Oh yeah, by the way, the notebook doesn't exist in this game. I don't know why they didn't integrate it into the game, but it's just not there. There's no way to find it. No one's found it. But anyway, that's it. So mission number 10 is next. I've been Lord Fussington. Thank you very much for watching. Kindly rate, comment, and subscribe. I have a Twitter page. I also have a website. I don't know if I've put it up yet. And I also will have a Facebook soon. Thanks.